guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what is up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. So today I decided to pull out the navy, navy? I was gonna say army. The army green, the olive green, just green eyeshadow. You guys really wanted to see a fall look that was green, so I decided to recreate it for you guys, and I also did it with all affordable products so that way it doesn't kill your budget. So I really hope that you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do, you know what to do. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Today's post notification shout out goes to Mara Rodriguez. Mara, thank you so much for having your post notifications on. I love you so much. Thanks for being such an amazing subscriber. Was that a heart? Did that work out? And if you want to be my next post notification shout out, all you have to do is turn them on and comment when you are done. Let's get into the video. Alrighty guys, so I'm first going to start out with my eyebrows already done, and I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with some concealer. This is the Kokie concealer that I will show you guys more later in the video. So I am going to blend it out with a brush first, and then also with a little sponge from the Real Techniques Galaxy collection. And I'm actually not going to set my concealer. I don't really set it anymore. I think it just works out a lot nicer when you don't set it. So okay, so we're using the Morphe Dare to Create palette, and I'm first going to go in with those two transition shades, which are like very peachy, warm, light brown shades, and I'm going to blow that out on the crease. I am using mainly, I think almost all the Jaclyn Hill brushes, if you're wondering. The white ones are the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brushes. So I'm really going to spread this out on my eyelids. I really want this color to still show up even at the end of the eyeshadow look, so I'm really just blending it out right above the crease. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this like really rustic burnt orange, and I'm taking more of a tapered brush and I'm putting it right under that transition shade. I definitely want to do like a gradient look, so that's what we'll be doing. So I'm going in a little bit harder with this shade because I want it to stand out more, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out in the crease but not bring it any higher. And then of course going back in with that big fluffy brush from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe. I love that brush to like just smooth everything out. Alright, and now I'm going in with this last shade, which is also a burnt orange, but it has a lot of red in it, and I'm also just gonna do that right under the other shade. Like I said, I really want to do like a gradient red to peachy look, so I'm just gonna be doing that and then going back with that same big brush and blending everything out. Alrighty, and now to smoke everything out, I'm going to take this brown, which is not that warm, but I like it. It's more of like a, I don't know, it's not ashy, but it's not super warm, and I thought it added like a really nice smoky look. So what I'm going to do is put it in the outer corners, and I'm really just focusing it there. And I'm also putting a little bit right above the crease, and I'm winging it out a little bit. So I'm just going back in and blending, but I really want the smokiness to be winged out, so that way we can elongate the eyes, and then a wing liner is going to look really nice with this. Then for the lid shade, I'm going to go in first with this matte olive shade, and I'm just using a little shader brush, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. I didn't do a cut crease or anything. I didn't think it was necessary. I kind of just want like a smoky green look. So again, I did go in with this first, and then we're going to go in with a shimmery shade, which is that last olive shade. I actually didn't even wet my brush. I first went in with my finger, and then of course I went in with a flat brush, but I didn't wet it just because I actually didn't want it to look super metallic. I kind of wanted it to be just a little bit toned down, more like a sultry look, so that's what I went ahead and did. Alright, and then this palette doesn't have like a cream shade, so I just grabbed one for whatever, I don't even know what palette it is, just use like a matte cream shade just to highlight under the brow bone. And then I'm going to go in with a little baby wipe or a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to clean out the edges again and really just do like the cat eye effect, and that also really helps to guide you with liner if you need help with that.
And like always, I'm using my little Lottie London stamp liner, and I'm just gonna wing it out. I really like this liner. I honestly have been loving drugstore felt tip liners. I think they work really well, and they're very easy for a winged eyeliner. Honestly, you can't really tell, but my wings weren't matching very much, but let's just avoid that. So I am going to use the Eylure KRAZYRAYRAY lashes, but I'm first going to put a coat of the CoverGirl, I believe it's the newest Lash Blast mascara, and I'm just doing a thin coat just before the lashes. And if you're wondering, I do like using tweezers to put on my lashes, and I also use the Duo adhesive, and it's the clear one. So for face, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer, and I always forget how luminous it is. I always put way too much. You literally look like the Tin Man, but it's okay, because what I love so much about this primer is that no matter what foundation you use, you can always see like the luminosity through it. So I am using the SuperStay foundation from Maybelline, and again, this is a beautiful foundation. It is full coverage and a little bit matte, but since we do have that Wet n Wild primer, it's gonna look really nice and dewy. And by the way, this little kabuki brush is from the brand Zaraya. It's from the cheap Amazon brushes that I recently did. So if you are wondering about it, it's really nice. I can link the video up in the cards and down below, and you guys can go check it out. So for concealer, I'll be using the Kokie Be Bright Concealer. This is such a beautiful concealer. It's medium to full coverage. It's really creamy, easy to blend out. The shade is incredible, and honestly, I just don't hear a lot of people talking about Kokie Cosmetics, really, and this concealer is really nice. And by the way, this is the L'Oreal little makeup sponge that I like. Then with my tried and true Fit Me powder, I'm using it with this Sigma brush that I like to use under my eyes, and I'm also going to set all over my face just lightly because I don't want to take away the luminosity. So to contour, I'm using the NYX contour kit, and I'm using that medium brown shade with the Jaclyn Hill contour brush, and I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones. And then going in with this bronzer from Wet n Wild. This is the darkest shade, and it's from their Fire and Ice collection, I believe. It's like the Game of Thrones looking one. I'm using a Wet n Wild brush right here, and I'm just gonna bronze my face. This is a nice bronzer, and it's not as warm, which actually it's kind of nice for the fall. And with the NYX, I meant to say NYX, Sweet Cheeks palette, I'm just using the orange ones. I love this palette. I recently just remember that I had it, and this is such a beautiful palette. And again, it is drugstore, it's affordable. And I'm quickly just going to take the brown shade that we used to smoke out the lid, and I'm putting it almost as eyeliner. Then I'm using that matte olive green to buff it out, and then I'm going to use the transition shades to really buff it out, and that way it's going to mimic the top of the eyes exactly. Now I'm using this Collab mascara, which I've been really liking it. I picked it up at Sally's, and I'm going to put some mascara on my bottom lashes. And then setting my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist that I love so much. And then I'm going to go in with some highlighter. I'm going to be using the Master Chrome Molten Gold from Maybelline. And you know the drill. Above the cheekbones, on the forehead, on the nose. Really anywhere. Anywhere that you want to glow. You glow, girl. You glow, boy. So for lip liner, I'm using Makeup Revolution in the shade Noble, one of my all-time favorites. It's really warm. And then I'm using the Infallible liquid lipsticks from L'Oreal, and this is in the shade Cowboy, and it went really well with the eye look.
Guys, this is the end of the look. I actually loved how the lip ended up looking. I feel like it matches my crease perfectly. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I was really excited because a lot of you guys wanted to see some green looks, and I decided to also just make the video affordable on top of that. So hopefully you guys can recreate it. Remember, you don't need the exact same products nor the exact same brushes or palette. Just, get a nice olive green look going on with whatever products you guys have. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite thing about fall is. Mine is definitely the weather, even though in Texas it takes a while to get there, but once it comes, it's so good. And of course, I love wearing a bunch of warm tones and greens and maroons and all that stuff. So anyways, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.